Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Okay. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is One of One, but you can call me Seven. And today we're going to be playing Slay the Princess, not Save the Princess. I did not misspeak. This game is called Slay the Princess. It is by Black Tabby Games. It came out 5 days ago, as of the time of recording this video. And it is, well, it's a game where we're supposed to slay the princess. But I can hear you guys saying, Seven, we're supposed to save princesses, right? Why are we supposed to kill this one? Are we contracted to kill them? What are the stakes? Why do we have to kill this lady? Well, that's what we're here to find out. This is another spooky game for Spooky Games season, and I'm pretty excited because it seems really unique. Oh, cool. Oh. Okay, cool. You know, that's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Well, with that being a thing now, let's get started. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the
Oh,
woods.
we are narrated.
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
Hell yes.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
It's a princess. Okay. Oh, I can look around? Oh, that's awful. I can shift perspectives? That's not good. Oh god.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Well, that seems fairly dramatic. Oh, I get to talk to the narrator? Oh my god, there are so many options. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Vive la révolution. We'll say... We'll go with the first option. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
Okay.
You have to put an end to her.
But do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important
This feels
task?
like this feels Stanley
Made it this
Parable-esque.
far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
You've got a point.
If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value.
That's a
to
judgment
society.
call that you're making there. Let's see, do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Is that the world won't end?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Oh. Okay. I get different options. I'm sold, blah, blah, blah. Turn around and leave. I can just leave. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Okay. All right. Well, can't someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules.
Who does?
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules.
Okay.
No matter how much I wish I did.
Well, the narrator guy seems friendly enough. Alright. We'll go down the middle of the road as I imagine they want us to. Black Tabby Games, I'm looking at you. I won't go super hard in one direction like you might expect me to. Like, oh, I'm not gonna do this, or I'm gonna go in there and kill her. Look, I'll play it like it's me. It's Seven, the one behind the wheel. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be.
You're making her out to be some kind of monster, man.
Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go talk to her. See how that turns out for
You
us.
don't seem desperate enough to drill the importance of me killing this princess into me. You know? Like, I don't even know who you are, Mr. Narrator.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess with
Why is the princess here in a cabin in the middle of nowhere?
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses.
Oh, the voice of the hero. Oh, wait, maybe I'm not me.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, the narrator's talking to us. Okay. Well, let's go in. Okay.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
This
The
art
air
style is
stale
very
and musty.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to pause it. I skipped his narration. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. Is there a way for me to see? History. Okay, cool. So that'll help me. Okay, cool.
The blade
alright.
is your implement.
Your implement.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright, we'll take the blade with us,
You take
just
the
in
blade
case.
from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
So it would seem. I was just gonna say, this art style, it's so like, it's somehow messy and clean at the same time. Messy in that, you know, it looks, it's grayscale. It's sketch-like, but it's also like the lines and everything just looks really nice. Also, look, we have a knife in our hand now on the cursor. Cool. Let's go. The last time we entered a basement in
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a
Cooking
staircase
Companions.
faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room
did not
below.
go well.
This is an oppressive place.
Oh.
The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient.
The narrator's doing everything they can
The
to
princess really lives here. Slaying her
convince
is probably
us
doing her a favor.
that slaying the princess really is the right thing for all parties involved.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if
Yeah.
she's the one in charge down here.
That's... You're right about that.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you? Let's go down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
I wonder if she
There's
can
a
hear the
heavy chain
narrator.
around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
Are you talking to us both now?
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Oh, I like and don't like her voice. Why is she only chained up by one wrist? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
See, you're being threatening. I'm not going to drop the knife.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
How impressionable.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster.
Hey, man.
Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming.
You're making assumptions about the person behind the screen. Not to say that killing someone in cold blood is very becoming of me, but I'm not going to drop it. I'm going to keep my knife on me.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Oh.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And
Oh,
if that knife is the only
she
weapon
knows.
you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
She's played a horror game before.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
What if she's just bluffing?
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us?
You go into this expecting to die. You're going to die.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Slay the princess, drop the blade. I'm not dropping the blade. Slay it's the name of the game. It's the name of the game. It's the title card. I gotta try it, right? No, we said no. I'm not dropping the blade, man.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Fine then. I guess we're at an impasse. Yeah.
Well, I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
All right, fine. Jeez. I'll drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the
Sounds
floor
so
with an
pissed off with me.
unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against
Oh,
your
God.
better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face.
I should have never dropped the knife. I immediately feel worse.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade.
Fine, man, fine.
You're going to need it.
I know it's behind me. She's got big eyes.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's, pretty awkward. Let's see. I'm here. No, there's people out there who think you're going to end the world. But, oh, no, we start. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or Her Majesty.
Okay, well, she's still
Any
got her
honorific should
attitude.
do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Shut up. I'm making my own judgment calls. Do you know why I'm here to kill you? I didn't say anything. Yeah.
Do you?
Oh. I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is an entirely different matter.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll
Oh my
talk.
god, she's so hard-headed.
This isn't talking.
Fine. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no
Yeah, that doesn't
specifics.
answer any
no matter
questions.
how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Is that true? A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By
Alright,
definition,
sure.
We have a relationship.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't...
Are we going
Well,
ham?
We can always put that knife to good use.
Oh my god.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
Oh god.
She isn't suggesting what I think she suggests.
Oh yeah, she is. It's
Right?
being chained to the radiator, huh?
She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I only know what you told me, Mr. Narrator. Getting you out of here. I'm going to keep you locked away down here at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away, examine the chains, or slay the princess. So get her out, keep her locked away, or kill her. So we only know what the narrator has decided to tell us, what the narrator has deigned to tell us, which all of the reasons that we are told not to trust the princess are, well, not all of them, but a lot of them are good reasons not to trust the narrator. And I feel like the narrator plays more of an active role in this than we might be led to believe, but maybe that's just my paranoia and gamer sense settling in. So, my first instinct is to do the third option, and that's what we've been going with thus far. But a part of me just wants to slay the princess and find out, you know? That thin line between fucking around and finding out. I think we're there. I think we're there. And I don't know. I'm not scared. It's supposed to be a spooky game. I'm not scared. Yet. So let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out.
You charge the princess,
Oh.
blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
Wait, what happened? Is she gonna fight me?
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
Oh my god.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
We shouldn't
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed
Ow.
tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your
Why do I
fracturing
have
bones,
gnarled
making sure
nails
you
like
stay.
that? What am I?
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat.
Oh my
A
god.
kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess.
Oh my god.
As you gasp for air, she eyes you.
She's an MMA fighter. Or she's just a street brawler. She's like Kiryu from Yakuza.
You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand. And now look at you.
Now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do?
Ooh,
Look
the
at you.
text.
Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's
Oh,
left of your
oh.
life out of your lungs. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, Christ. We're in chapter 2 now, the tower.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to
Okay. But I died. What am I doing here?
assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question...
Oh, he's
you're here to
gaslighting
slay
me.
the
That's what's
princess.
happening. You know, gaslighting is a love language. Don't quote me on that.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's
Yeah.
going to be a lot harder
See,
than you think to
feel
keep
like
secrets from me.
I feel like he plays a much bigger role in this
What does it
than
matter
we
what
think.
he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her.
Like, yeah, amen.
She's just going to kill
Voice
us
of the
again.
broken. He's not the hero anymore.
She's not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Fine. Fine. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
I like this narrator guy, like the cut of his jib.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I mean, that is a logical train of thought based off of the evidence that we have been presented with.
Of course we died.
Oops, sorry guys, keep doing that on accident.
What were we supposed to do to stop her then?
We couldn't land a single
What
blow
are
on
we
her.
supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless.
I mean, we've only tried once, buddy, come on.
She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
She taunted me in a way that I made me want to really try and slay the princess. Like, that was infuriating.
And I believe your other question was something
It's fun
along the
voice
lines of,
acting.
oh, what's the point of doing anything?
Shut up.
Asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Oh.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they
Oh, he's back to the
started.
hero, not the broken.
That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical
How you got
scenario,
back here.
that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world?
Oh, God.
entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
Left unhindered,
Or
brought
do you
about an
think
end to
the
everyone and
princess,
everything, just like I
if
told you she
ended
would.
The entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break
her chains,
and
yeah.
let her do whatever she wants.
The broken
Just because
now.
she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her.
Thanks.
Both of those things can be true at the same time.
So chin up.
Chin up. I believe in you.
Believe in the me that believes in you. Let's talk about the princess.
Just be quick about it.
She killed me last time. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her.
Just go and do
just
your
go-
job and save the world? All she did last time around was beat me to death. How can someone like that end the world?
Just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what
my
I'm
God.
saying is true. And
But he's just,
despite
you're
it all,
giving me nothing. No
fully up
specific
to the
answers.
task
I'm not
that
getting
you
straight
need.
answers out of you, just like I didn't get straight answers out of the princess.
Not. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything.
Oh
in
God, you're
this
such a
situation.
baby.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
Just a little.
I'm not being a pessimist.
I'm just being
I'm just being
realistic.
realistic. You're being annoying.
You are being
Just
annoying.
ignore their big
Whoa,
whatever
whoa,
you do,
whoa, whoa,
don't
whoa, wait.
Pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
We will be pledging ourselves to her, just not this time around. There is a voice of the hero and a voice of the broken. Which means we brought the other guy with us here, and there's a hero here, I think. What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods.
Oh my God.
Don't overcomplicate things.
If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because
Oh my God. It's your
you're
prophecy. You're
special.
the only person who can do it.
I didn't know we were special.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Of course you're special. Who cares if you think we're special?
Oh, there are 3 people
As far as
talking
I
to
can
us
tell,
now.
The only thing special about us is that we get to experience.
Painfully dying all over again. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Fine.
The less you know about her, the better.
Fine.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you
I mean,
to
apparently
save
I've
it
already
from
destroyed one world, but alright. We'll go to the cabin. And we'll slay the
warning.
princess.
ruin. Before you go any further, she will lie, she will cheat.
Yeah.
Cheating? Why
Yeah,
would
she didn't need to do anything like that
She
last
caught us off
time.
guard last time. We'll be fine. Let's just keep our wits about us. At least one of you still has a shred of sense. Just
Listen to
make sure you
him and
listen
not
to
that
him.
whiner.
If
Alright.
that's what you want.
Guess you don't have a say here? Well, we're ballin'.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
And a mirror.
The blade is your implement. Why do we feel so small?
We look much
We
smaller.
don't feel small.
We are small. Small. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to
Okay,
die
voice of
anyway.
the broken. That's enough from you.
Last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror. So no one
Okay.
must- Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad.
You probably look
Probably.
perfectly normal.
Do you not know what we look like? He knows.
He doesn't have the heart to tell us. I care about whether I'm being lied to. There's a mirror. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. Honestly, I just approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door.
It's a
It's a
wall.
wall. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Oh man,
hope
we
you know
only
how
still get to see our hands. I see lots of, I don't know what these are. Scales? I'm not sure, but that's fur. I'm decently sure.
We should count
And
ourselves
talons. We have
lucky.
talons.
Some things are better left unseen.
Okay. I hate begrudging the point and being an annoying whiny little baby, but that's what I am.
Maybe
It's
that's
different
because you
than
haven't
last
actually been
time.
here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died.
Are you just
and
trying to
certainly
convince me
haven't
that
been
you're
killed.
gaslighting me? Oh my god, fine.
Take the blade from the...
Fine.
The door to the basement creaks open,
my
revealing a spiral
gosh.
staircase.
Just feel at ease. Actually kind of nice.
Her booming voice rolls up.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Okay.
You weren't kidding when you said it was...
Yeah, she wasn't like this last time. The voice of the
wasn't
hero
like this
also
last
knows the last time.
Down there. She wants us to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change of
Yeah.
attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go. It doesn't matter what that little voice says.
He's not the one making the decisions,
He's
though.
not
If his
the one
ramblings
making
get
the
you to the
decisions.
princess, they get you to the
Though if it's-
princess. Let's go.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort.
Oh, God.
Every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next.
Are we? Because
Soon
we're
the
time.
princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window.
How are we
Her
going to
long hair billows
kill
around
her?
And a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
She looks like someone who can end the
The
world.
chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do.
The little bird has returned to me.
Return.
I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless.
Such charming audacity.
Such charming
Perhaps I try
audacity.
this time. Hmm.
Drop it.
Let's have some audacity then. Let's have some balls. She's so much bigger than us, though. Tighten your
As if
grip.
on command, the blade
What?
slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor, but we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? If you're really just going to let that happen to us, I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is...
That you dropped the
it.
blade.
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than
Oh my
us.
god, what is up with this
Wouldn't-
guy?
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Oh,
Your
well,
legs
there we
buckle,
go.
And your knees hit the floor.
What a dummy, mommy. Holy hell.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart.
Oh.
It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Okay.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new.
Oh,
And the world as it is now is overdue.
I'm sorry, I'm gripping the mouse kind of tight.
It's
Alterations?
time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn.
I don't know
a
if I learned
lesson.
something valuable, man.
You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't,
I mean, yeah.
well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she?
She seems to be able to control me with her
You
voice.
shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable.
Can't you feel it?
He's being melodramatic.
But he's not exactly wrong,
is
eh?
he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far.
This is
far
not
away.
helping.
The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone.
Okay.
now. If you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can. pull
Yes,
this
no,
off.
I get it.
Can't
I've
win
got
a
the mental
battle.
for this. Fine. What would you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because we're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to. You can be whatever you want to be. Decide to do anything. What happened to you after I died? Pledge yourself to her. No, no, no. We've got audacity.
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for
Oh
equal.
my god. This is
It is
appealing to a
place for
certain
something worthy
demographic.
to be kept. A priest, perhaps,
Or a pet.
or a pet.
Let's see. Yeah, what do you have planned?
And all you have to do is break these chains.
They're huge
set me
chains
free.
for someone of my seeming stature. I can't even see the top of the room. If you're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself?
Rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's
apparently trying to end the world.
That's exactly why.
Should know our
I
place.
can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am or everything I'm bound to become.
This is not the
It
turn
isn't
I expected
worthy
for
of
this
what I
game. So
was.
fast.
The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving
So there's
of a
some
song
narcissism
that can
here,
echo
most
for
likely.
eternity.
I think.
The song of you being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
Okay.
And from your act
I hate her
of utter
eyes, man.
devotion and submission springs a new dawn.
A better
A
dawn.
better dawn. Submit now. Submit later.
No matter how vainly you struggle against me.
Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against
So I was ready to pledge myself to her at some point, but now
yours.
I want to struggle against the classic indomitable human spirit. We're not gonna buckle. I won't. Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Okay, well, I'm not going to help you. I just can't let you do that. Sorry.
I say, perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
She's just gonna...
Up that needle.
No.
It's what she wants.
No.
No objections here.
What do you mean, no objections
I
here?
don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but...
I like the
might as well
hero.
pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by
God.
your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Oh, nice. I can't click anything else. Yeah, there's nothing for me to click around here. Fine, pick up the blade.
Reach forward and grasp the blade.
You gonna tell us to...
Stand.
Cool.
This one's easy.
See, this isn't so bad.
Yeah, we can do that.
We're probably gonna stand
Probably
anyway.
gonna stand anyway. You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences.
Well, I've got my knife.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I
Just-
am brilliant radiance.
I mean, this is all important information gathering to see what she is, what she thinks about
Take
herself.
that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
Cool.
What?
What?
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your
Steel
nerves,
your nerves.
step forward, and end
Why are you
this.
saying that now? Oh, he was saying no objections here because we were picking up the knife. End this, meaning myself.
Oh, we'll end this all right. Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the end her.
Slay the princess. Oh, I can't resist? Slay the princess.
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy. But
Oh.
it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson.
No, I struggle against.
Plunge that knife into your lungs.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry?
Don't. As you take another step forward, the blade digs
Oh.
into your ribs,
Oh.
slicing through flesh with ease.
Oh.
It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility.
Oh, Christ.
Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through
Oh.
the flesh orifice.
Blood fills your lungs.
lungs.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen.
You keep saying that.
It's what she wants. You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen.
Stop him from killing you.
I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist.
Oh, cool.
Struggling to keep it from perforating vital
Oh.
organs. But the blade still flails towards you,
Oh,
managing to slice
oh.
bits of skin that prop to the floor to
Oh, stop.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird, thinking it can defy a god. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much.
To leave that punctured
You can
vessel for the
choose a
next.
gentleman.
Oh my god. Wait, this
You can
escalated so
choose to leave
quickly.
that
Is it because of the
punctured
choices
vessel
I
for the
made?
next.
No.
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the
This writing is
bloody
nice.
expressions of your futility.
You continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges
Oh,
of
bone
your
and
blade
muscle.
expose bone and
Oh.
muscle to the open air of placement. You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand. My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue.
I wish I would just stop stabbing myself.
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt.
Please,
She
Mr.
doesn't
Broken.
want to hurt us.
Stop.
As you finish crossing the room,
Oh.
you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor.
Oh,
the
oh.
taste coating your throat.
Oh god, the descriptions. Also, this image is something, isn't it, guys? Oh boy. I'm sorry. Oh.
Princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Your devotion is misplaced.
Oh. You've surrendered to delusion, but something about your divine spirit speaks to me. You're different than you were before.
Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death.
That's a little demeaning, isn't it?
That was a little demeaning, isn't it?
Yes, how thoughtful of her. It's a mercy. Take it. I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this.
Yeah.
At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment.
So the position that we're in
It's
now
too late.
is very different. This is very different from what we saw before. She is obviously very dangerous, and we should stop this, I think. Oh, we can't just resist? I want to resist, man.
No. Yes.
Oh.
Though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's
Oh.
overwhelming
Oh.
you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh.
Oh,
of
we
her,
cut her,
severing the tendons in an act of unyielding
Oh my god,
defiance.
that's bone. Ugh. Achilles heel.
She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees.
Oh!
Any time to recover, your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest. As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh. We can do this, can't we?
I mean, we can.
You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
This has really taken a turn. Holy hell,
It's not
guys.
too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that.
It is
blade
too
aside
late.
and
We have
bury
stabbed her
it.
multiple
You-
times.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I can't believe you would actually strike me.
Oh, our voice is back to normal.
You heathen!
Oh.
You worm! You
Never mind.
defiler!
Never mind.
You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
I mean, I don't know. You seem pretty evil to me. I'm just gonna say it. Just the way you've been acting, the way you've been talking and addressing us, that weird power that you have to make us stab ourselves. Yeah, that is probably part of it.
Before
Oh!
you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off.
Oh, shoot.
There's
Should've
an
gone for the head.
pop as your spine
Oh!
breaks. Numbness and pain spread
Oh!
through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist.
It just goes through my body, right?
Your body is crushed The ship
Nice.
pulverizes you into the floor. The
Cool.
ground itself breaking from the impact. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you.
Oh.
But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down.
Oh, I gotta stop clicking the paw. I have this problem with visual novels, man. It's because I'm so tight on the mouse. Holy crap, I'm clicking right click.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something
Ooh.
new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to.
Dude, she's obviously some kind of
The
evil.
princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her.
But again, this whole thing about the narrator being
I
bad.
don't feel liberated. Aside from the pain, I feel fine.
Aside from the crushing pain and the pop of my the wet pop of my spine breaking, feel all right.
She collapses to the floor. Her glassy
Oh.
eyes watch, unblinking. Yet
I got an
somehow
achievement called
still
God
full of
Killer.
anguish
God Killer, slay your better.
As the two of you perish together.
I knew the indomitable human spirit would come in handy.
I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we?
No,
Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something.
we don't actually know if that's even
I
true.
guess. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
And then we're back, right? Chapter 3, The Fury. And then we're back, right? And then we've returned, yes?
You're on
Oh.
a path in the woods. And at the end of the path, okay, what the hell is that?
Oh,
I think he's upset. And what's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god.
Voice of the Stubborn.
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most
Oh,
beautiful
God.
thing. Damn right we did. You'll get it. Can't say I have much sympathy for you.
She was bad for us. She was bad
You
for
almost got
us.
killed. You're being too generous. He did get us killed.
True.
All right, enough chatter.
There are multiple characters
Thing
now.
I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions.
Also, we got some
Okay,
music.
great, you're listening. You're on.
Yeah, we know where we
Your
are.
Thing is telling us about the princess. Don't waste your breath.
Yeah,
This
there's
is
hardly a
just
path in
point.
the woods. You've already been there. Yeah, you
actually,
think?
I don't think we have been.
Not here?
Different.
Oh,
Yes,
Christ.
precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds.
No.
Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods.
Okay, reality is
You
distorted.
knew
Cool.
this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this.
Yes.
I know all sorts of things.
Which is why you should listen to
that's
me.
not really an
Shit.
answer.
Still not an answer, yeah. I'm with the hero on
All
this
around you
one.
is changing, especially all the way out here, and that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever
But we
happens
killed
next,
her.
That's it. There won't be any more.
What do you mean?
do-overs. Don't worry. We only need this one last go.
Oh,
You
voice of
better
the
hope
stubborn.
That's true. And don't let that inflated ego get in the way of doing your job.
I understand. I think. We accrue more voices that are us. Voice of the hero was us, essentially. I mean, we were still being talked to by the narrator outside of the game. But, so now Voice of the Stubborn is the indomitable human spirit that I was talking about. Voice of the Broken is the one that just got absolutely rocked. We got beaten up by the princess and then slowly murdered. So now we have 3 different voices. That's so interesting.
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things.
Yeah, I wonder what happens if we
Maybe
pledge
we
ourselves.
just grovel and
I wonder what she's
apologize
going to look like
things
now.
Back to how they were before. Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now. You're making it so much harder than it has to be.
I wonder if this is all just the same voice actor. I think it is, which is really cool. It feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You'd better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice. It feels like Disco Elysium a little bit too. And we hit this point, and then what happens? No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are at the cabin. Might as well see this through. Yeah, no. First off, we need to get in order. Y'all need to listen to me, all right?
What if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really got this.
No, and you need to shut up. You're being annoying and whiny.
What a crock of shit. Yeah, you stabbed us last time.
Repeatedly.
Admittedly, it didn't even work. It doesn't count.
That's not, first off, that's not true. You exposed our bone and muscle to the open air.
We died.
That sucked, and we still died.
You didn't submit to her. For all we know, that wouldn't have happened. It's the punishment you all deserved for not listening to me.
Yeah, okay,
Aside from
man.
our sulking friend, I don't think you have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here.
But I don't have. I still have
That's
grayed out
the
options
second
though.
he tries something, I'll put a stop to it.
That's a threat. Fine. Fine. We're not running. Might as well see this through. All right. Oh, voice crack.
Good.
Here we go.
We're all on
Oh,
the
it's all
same page. It
squelchy.
isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring at
Yeah,
that
end
thing.
her. No final words of
Rather not waste
advice.
any more time.
Okay.
That's fine by me.
Well, I'm itching
Let's get
for a rematch. So into the cabin. Now.
The interior of the
Oh.
cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There
Oh.
was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble
So
columns
now
forming
I
a
am
high
less
arch
on
roof,
the
vaulted
path of
windows
the indomitable human spirit who wants to do nothing but kill her, and like defy her will as like a better, as a greater being. But now I want to acquire as many voices as possible. I think they're endings, but also it's just fun to have all the voices in my head. Maybe I shouldn't say it like that, but so now I'm gonna try and pick options that get me to different places, and pledging ourselves is definitely one of those ways to do it. So maybe we'll do that this time. Let's see.
But that is how it was.
A growth
Now
that has
there is
overtaken
a
it.
growth
Viscous
that has overtaken
fluid.
it. A viscous fluid. sits
Ew,
from
wet
cracks in the
clumps of
surface.
living
Horrible.
meat. That's horrible.
You did this.
No, we
the only
didn't.
furniture of note.
Okay, maybe
is
we
a
did.
pulsating pedestal. The blade is your implement.
All right. It's that mirror again, and this time it's blocking the
Mirror?
door.
There is no mirror. We've done this already. Try to keep up.
The repetition is maddening.
There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions.
Okay,
of door
maybe the
and
narrator
mirror.
really doesn't
What
see
are you
it.
trying to say? He thinks we've lost it.
That we're succumbing to
That's
madness, that
an
something in us is
unnecessarily
broken.
melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. It went away after we touched it.
Let's just do it again. Take the blade.
Take the blade from the pedestal. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
I like this stubborn guy. All right, let's approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. It really is just like last time.
Why here? Why now?
Smash it to pieces. Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if
I want to see it.
Smash it. Let's get violent already.
I want to see it.
with it. The mirror isn't real.
I want to wipe the mirror clean. Last time I didn't have the chance. Or is it just gonna disappear again?
You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on
Just
command, it slowly
disappears.
slides open, scraping
I wanna
against
see
the stone
myself.
floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised?
Now it
Step
really feels
forward
like we're
into the
going
darkness.
like up against a massive monster.
The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom
Oh,
beyond your sight.
God.
While the air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence.
Oh,
The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars.
oh,
up the
this is called
stairs.
Chapter 3, The Fury.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart?
Dang.
Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
Well, we were able to kill a god before, so we can kill you again. Why did you
Got to
desecrate
stop
her?
Thinking about her like that isn't doing anyone any good.
Correct.
She's not some untouchable god. She's an
I don't know, now I'm kind of back on the stubborn guy side. How does that make us? She was going to end the world last time.
You didn't make her into an abomination.
She's always
She's
been what
always-
she is. All right, let's go down and see what
You
we've
make your
come
way
to see.
the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls
Whoa.
are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor.
Oh,
This place reeks
these
of
descriptions are
torment.
so visceral.
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped
Oh.
in a tattered dress of her own.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
I mean, we were able to stab you before. We can do it again.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut,
Oh.
holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her, and then
She can't get
with
away.
a nauseating sound,
Oh.
the skin tears. It drops
Oh.
to the ground, and she pulls her
Oh,
red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming.
Oh, this is so much worse than I could have ever hoped for.
End it. It's the punishment you all deserve for
I'm not
what
listening to
did
you.
her.
You're like, sorry
It's the
cop from
punishment
Disco
of us
Elysium.
for that. We can win. We've done it before, and we'll do do it again. Only this time we'll make it out the
Practically
other
done
side.
most of the work for us.
Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
What happened to you? Wait, we don't have to do this. I'm sorry, okay. Slay the princess, let her end you. Oh, no one-liner, just slay the princess. Give it up on destroying the world, have we?
hasn't wronged me the way you have. Maybe I'll get around to it eventually, though. Once I've had my fill of you.
She bounds across the room. Her
God, she's
fists ready,
horrifying.
her heart
The art has
set
been
upon
great,
your
by the way.
destruction.
Somehow minimalistic and simple and yet, complex at the same time. In a way that is nice for the eyes.
Horrifying square.
Oh!
You are
Oh!
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever. Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
I've got feathers, yeah, again. Oh! 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 True to her word, you do not die by her hand. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again.
Why is it here?
Why is
Why
it here?
now? I mean, are we not unwound? Like, we literally came undone. We saw our guts and viscera floating in front of us. I don't know, the narrator's gone.
Does that mean the world ended?
The
Perhaps.
world didn't end. We're still here.
True.
Figures the world would end and be
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
We don't really have a choice, Bucko, that's the thing.
Spookula, we just need to find the princess. I don't want to look at us.
I want to look at us, so we're going to look at us.
Don't do this.
The mirror never scared you
It's
before.
different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
He's got a good point, but let's have a look, shall we? You approach the mirror. I don't like not having a narrator anymore. I found his accent comforting. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Oh, you are at the cabin. Approach her?
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Okay. This feels like a lot. This is crazy, and we got a lot of good questions here. I am so intrigued by the concept of this. I want to know what we're doing here, who we are, who she is, who the narrator is, what the world is, what this sort of maybe mythology or something, or what, like, is this an original idea? Is this based off of something? There's so much I want to know, but I think that's all the time that we have for today. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I definitely did. This deserves all the reviews that it's gotten thus far. And I'll see you guys in the next video. So for now, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye.